You make your own reality. Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. If you want to read a life-changing book that will surely impact your life in the best way possible, you should definitely check Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This book has reportedly sold more than 1 million copies and impacted lives all around the world. This is the book that can explain to you the concept of your subconscious in such simple and straightforward ways, therefore making it easier to understand. However, we also acknowledge the fact that not everyone has the time to read a book. This is why here at Purpose Calling, we will share with you everything we learned about Joseph Murphy so you can still get the full experience without having to read through pages of the book. But before we even get there, help us grow our community by subscribing to our channel. Please don't forget to click the notification bell too so that we can notify you whenever we upload new content. If you're done with that, let's get straight into the video. When it comes to understanding the power of your subconscious through the teachings of Joseph Murphy, you should always remember these 3 important key aspects. Get to know the theory. This part refers to understanding the principles behind this type of manifesting. For instance, our mind has 2 parts, the conscious and the subconscious. Now, what is the difference between both? When we talk about the conscious mind, this refers to the one you are most familiar with because this is the voice in your head. This is the part of your brain that you can control too. This is where your actions go through. On the other hand, the subconscious mind is much harder to control because it is already part of the deeper parts of your mind. It responds less to language and more to metaphors and visuals. Understand the theory and apply techniques. To explain the connection between your conscious and subconscious selves, Joseph Murphy utilizes 2 metaphors. The ship and its captain come first. Your conscious self serves as the captain, directing the crew from a position on the deck. The remainder of the ship, including the crew, sails, and anchor, is the subconscious, which faithfully carries out any orders given by the captain. The gate watchman serves as the second metaphor. The conscious mind is the soul guard here, controlling who and what is allowed to enter the fortress. Everything past the gate belongs to the subconscious. Therefore, it is the watchman's responsibility to assess the effects of what he permits to happen. When you look at both of the metaphors, you can immediately notice how they are all focused on the significance of the conscious mind. This teaches us to be responsible about our way of thinking because every thought that comes from you has an impact. They are commands that you send out to the universe. Know the do's and don'ts. Through the metaphors, we can see how Joseph Murphy also highly discourages negative self-talk and pity parties. They do not help you but put you deeper in the ground. Aside from that, we also learn that our subconscious cannot actually tell what is a good thought from a bad thought. This is why it will just carry on whatever thoughts you have in your mind. It does not think about whether it will be good or bad for you. Your subconscious is just programmed to believe all your thoughts as a part of your reality. The subconscious also derives its strength from a link to infinite wisdom. You are not a solitary person. Through your mind, you can communicate with the intelligence that controls the tides, keeps the planets in their proper orbits around the sun, and gives individuals the inspiration they need to make a difference in the world. Utilize this link, and your intuition will help your subconscious show you the way to living your best life. To help you understand this more, we have compiled a short list of things you should not do if you want a successful manifestation. Lose confidence. The basic principle of techniques like these include the need to have trust and faith that it will work. If you are the type of person who does not easily believe in spirituality and such, this will only work against you. Your doubts will be manifested into reality instead. Forcing things. One of the things that do not work when manifesting is when you force things to happen. This will never change anything and will instead add more obstacles. Do not get disheartened if it does not happen during the time you expect it to take place too. Just let it go, believe that it will happen, and be patient in your waiting times. Letting old beliefs drag you. Recognize any baggage you may have before reading this book. Before even starting, determine the thoughts and beliefs that might limit you. Then, try to unlearn them. If they keep on bothering you, try to avoid giving them any thought. The past will eventually vanish as long as you keep your attention on the future. Setting too many goals at once. If you do this, you lose energy as a result. Have just one primary objective. All of your mental effort should go toward achieving it. Once you've done so, move on. By doing this, you can prevent your ship from being pointed in too many different directions and missing your goal. Now that you have learned about the power of your subconscious to transform your thoughts into reality, you must also know the techniques Murphy shared to help you impress thoughts on your subconscious. Here are 2 of the techniques he mentioned. Visualization. Joseph Murphy advises that you play mental movies in your mind before even going to sleep. He strongly stands by this advice because he also believes that the greatest outcropping of the subconscious is upon waking and going to sleep. Always remember to just make sure that your mental movie is about you winning in life. For instance, you are seeing such a good score in your test. This should not stop there because you first need to also imagine that you are included in the top students, etc. The same idea holds true for healing. Imagine your body being healthy and whole if you're currently battling a disease or an ailment. Think about moving around, being active, and engaging in all the activities you used to do before your illness or accident. You should keep the mental movie technique fresh while also relying on tried and true favorites. The subconscious reacts to familiarity the best. With practice, a mental movie can eventually elicit an emotional response. Additionally, huge, bold data like book sales totals or a recurring tagline are simple to remember. At the same time, keep in mind that you might occasionally become bored. So be prepared to experiment and switch up your usual mental movies. Written statement. In this technique, you are called to write down a paragraph about what you want to achieve in life. However, the key to this is to write it in a way as if it has already happened. The language you use deserves serious attention too. No room is left for wishes or hopes, since you believe that it has already happened. That's what you did. So when you write your written message, be confident and bold. When it's finished, read it aloud 3 times per day, 3 times total. Again, it is recommended that you carry out this action right after waking and right before bed. Fit the 3rd period of the day whenever it is convenient for you. When doing these 2 techniques, you should keep in mind that your emotion should be there. Truly look into your heart and the roots of your desire. Dig deeper and get to know why these are important to you, what you might feel when you've finally seen that in reality, and the emotions that are involved. Successfully doing so might lead you to amazing and surprising changes. You might notice that your beliefs will shift and newer ones will form into your subconscious. These techniques will also help you find that new confidence in yourself and your ability to create. Then, this will create a ripple-like effect in your life. A person with a positive self-image and the conviction that they can accomplish anything has much better access to opportunities and knowledge than someone with a pessimistic outlook. Then, you might also notice yourself having new insights and reflection about your life, progress, and a whole lot more. You will feel more inspired and will have a stronger desire to form new and creative ideas. Keep an eye out for these times. What they divulge may result in a new product or connection that fundamentally alters your life. Just continue to do all the things we have mentioned here and you will be surprised at how much your subconscious can create. Trust us on this, Joseph Murphy's teachings can totally change your life. That's it for today's video. You can leave any of your questions, suggestions, or reactions in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can get